June. I'm Andy Gannon. Let's check in with pilot Aaron Wilson now. He is standing by on Harrison Road with the RC Flyers.
And you know, Andy, when we last checked in out here with that live shot, the preview, we of course saw the drone here. $1,500 worth. Isn't that thing awesome? They trust me with nothing today, by the way. So here's the drone I'll be using. $39.99. It's going to be a great morning, isn't it? Hey, we've got a lot coming up here, just a little bit. We're with Rock Valley RC Flyers Club, and they've got an incredible deal coming up tomorrow. We're going to have details on that straight ahead. Beautiful morning for us. We do have some patchy fog. Sunshine, though, rising in the eastern sky. We'll end up with highs today around 86. Right now, sitting in the low 60s. Stay with us. Much more coming up here live in just a bit. $1,500. The professionals, $39.99. Me. Back to you. Good Friday morning, and we've got a lot to show you. This is going to be a cram-packed hour of a whole lot of fun. Take a look here at some of the radio-controlled planes that we've assembled this morning. I've got Ed with me here from Rock Valley RC Flyers Club, and the club showing this morning, impressive, Ed. Loving what I'm seeing. Sunrise happening. You say you don't normally get up this early. Is this perfect flying, though, with no wind?
Oh, yeah. This is the best time of the day to be out flying. Normally, if you have a wind, it doesn't come up till about 10, but today's supposed to be gorgeous all day. Yeah. But this is just ideal to be out here. Well,
we'll talk more with you about what's coming up tomorrow. And, folks, you won't want to miss it. If you've ever been interested in radio-controlled planes, they take it to a whole new level. Forecast details today, temperature. Morning, it's Rock Valley RC Flyers Club, and they've got a huge deal going on tomorrow morning starting at 9 o'clock. You want the public to come on out. Flea market, too.
Flea market, flying that you won't be able to see at a regular airfest. Our planes can do more than they can. We're going to be putting everything through the ringer, and tomorrow you come on out. It's for spectators, it's free. We just want to entertain, and we've got pilots have costs for landing. They can take off for free, but landings are mandatory. And
I like that.
Yeah, and so we, we're just, it's a little bit of a fundraiser for us and for the Park District, because this is a Park District facility. We want to thank them for all their help with this. Everything we can do for them, we pour money back into the field, and it helps.
The fields look incredible, by the way, and you say this is one of the premier in the area?
I would say premier in at least northern Illinois, if not countrywide. The only thing we're missing out here is water service, but everything else is going to be here. Tomorrow we're going to have food vendor on site. Awesome. So we'll be able to take care of you if you come out.
And we were talking about out here. Where is out here for folks who want to find their way to the fields?
3215 Harrison Road, not Harrison Avenue.
No.
And this is Rockford, Illinois up here. It's actually in the city limits. So, 3215, it's you go out Auburn to about the next intersection to the west of Meridian, make a right and come up the road, and you can't miss us.
All right, so we're going to get some of these in the air this morning, right?
Oh, yeah. We're going to try to entertain you as best we can.
They come in all shapes and sizes, folks. Stay with us. We're just getting warmed up, but we wanted to get you the logistics on what's happening tomorrow, but we will fly. It's all coming up live here, again, with Rock Valley RC Flyers Club. Andy, will send it back to you. Look at those babies.
Yeah, they are in all shapes and sizes, that's for sure.
Hey, welcome back here on a beautiful Friday morning, getting set to go for Father's Day weekend. We're live with the Rock Valley RC Flyers Club, and what a show we're about to see here today. In fact, some of those planes already buzzing by us here this morning. Got Ed with me. He's going to tell us about the differences of the radio-controlled planes that they've got assembled here this morning. Temperatures for us going to top out today around 86. We're going to look for mainly sunny skies. Gorgeous Friday. And let's talk about the differences in the planes that we've got assembled here, Ed. I mean, they go from huge to just downright small.
Yeah, well, and this isn't the biggest we've got. This is one of the more average size for the giant scales. This one was professionally assembled. It's called a Carden. It's made by Carden Manufacturing. It's 35 or 40% size of a real extra that you use in like the Red Bull races and that. That was a box of sticks when it started, and it was put together. It's one of the more popular planes. Some of the others we have here are most all the rest of these are actually foamies. They're made out of styrofoam, but they're basically the same. We don't put them together ourselves. Some of them come pre-assembled, some of them come where you have to attach the wings and the tails. We call them ARFs, almost ready to flies. So it's relatively quick to put it together, but we've still got plenty of guys in the club that like to go with the building the stick box.
How much practice goes into this? I mean, I would imagine, for someone like me who's never done it before, I don't want to just start right off with an expensive plane, right?
No, you want to start with a trainer. We have a learn to fly program where you can come out. We use our aircraft. It's all our cost. We use what we call buddy boxes. It's 2 transmitters wired together. So if you're trying to fly, if you get into trouble, we can take the plane over immediately, get it corrected, and then you try again. It's a great way to learn how to do this because you don't have the risk of crashing. There's a lot of simulators you can get for your computer too that are really accurate simulators of this hobby.
A lot of folks can check it out tomorrow starting at 9 o'clock out here off Harrison Road. It's just a little bit to the west of Meridian. Got to check it out if you want to. Spectators are free. You'll have a big swap going on, flea market. It's going to be a big day for you.
Yeah, it's going to be one of our biggest events of the year. We're hoping to get plenty of spectators. Spectators are free. Come on out. We've got food on site. You'll be able to, eat and sit around and watch us fly. These planes we have here are just a sample of what you're going to see out here. We'll probably have 60 or 70 different planes and different pilots out here tomorrow.
Looking forward to it. And hey, we've got a show coming up for you here. Again, that was just a sampling, that one little flyby we did. We'll put the planes in the air and show you what they can do coming up. Hey, welcome back live here this morning. We're with the Rock Valley RC Flyers Club. They got a big to-do coming up tomorrow, starting at 9 o'clock, free for spectators, and this is just a sampling of what you'll get a chance to see. Ed, how much practice has gone into this maneuver?
Oh, he didn't learn this overnight. It's probably 3 or 4 years of real hard practice and being out here a lot every day, learning how to do this. It's some fine flying that you won't ever see a full-size aircraft do. The horsepower to weight ratio on these is much better, so he can hang that thing on the tail all day if he wanted to.
And I hear some can even kind of bounce the tail a bit off the ground, right?
Oh yeah, you can bring them right down. We've got guys that have helicopters that they can flip them upside down and they'll cut the grass for us.
Wow. Well, folks, you can check this out coming up tomorrow here with Rock Valley RC Flyers Club, and they'll be going at it all day long. You say what, close to 60 of these will be in place?
We're hoping, we get at least 60 planes, 60 pilots, all different kinds of aircraft, right down to from the airplanes to the quadcopters, what we call, what everybody else calls drones. But it'll be everything you want to see, scale model, World War I or World War II, plus modern aircraft. Probably a couple. I've got a couple of foamy jets here. Some might be a couple guys up here with actual turbine aircraft, just like your commercial aircraft, real turbines on them.
Awesome stuff. Well, let's check our forecast here. We did want to give you just a little bit
I don't know, you can put 20 planes out.
Hey, welcome back this morning, talking radio-controlled planes. And I was just looking at the control box here, trying to figure out just how many knobs and how many buttons and gadgets there are on here to control these. And by the way, it's bright out this morning, sun's rising, but they've even got them with LED lights on top of them, so the lights on this one doing a little flying in the dark. Well, temperatures for us today topping out around 80. Do you ever feel like someone's watching you? I do right now. By the way, Dave, good flying out there.
Thank you, Aaron.
This is Dave. He's the one that was flying for us before with the plane. Now we got a drone behind us here. How much time have you put into this craft, this I'm going to say hobby, but I know it's a little bit more than that.
Aaron, I started back in 2009 flying some of the smaller planes and really got a hook into the giant scale gassers and kind of advanced rapidly up to the bigger planes, which I like. I'm a mechanical engineer, and just all the systems on the plane really kind of I enjoy.
Well, it's a cool club you guys have out here, and I hope a lot of folks will come out and check everything out tomorrow. Thanks so much, Dave. Appreciate it. Had a great time. And forecast details for us today. Live to meet the flying conditions this morning. We do have some patchy fog, but beautiful sunshine. And we go from Dave to David. And David, that's awesome.
Yeah, thank you very much. This is a Blade Chroma quadcopter. It's equipped with a camera. I can take either video or stills. It can go as high as 4K resolution. I run it at 1080 because you can't find 4K equipment to play it on. As you can see, it's sort of a hands-free operation. Wherever you let the controls go at is where the quadcopter will stay, and it adjusts itself automatically for the wind, depending upon the number of satellites that it's locked into.
Wow.
So it's very easy for a person to somewhat just take it out of the box and start flying it.
How much does a unit like this cost?
Something like this will cost about $1,200. It comes with an extra battery and also a hard case to protect it in transportation.
And you can just, by a flick of a button, make it land after it goes out and does its duty on a moment's notice, right?
Want to see it?
Sure, sure, I'd love to. One button he pressed, one button, and there it comes. Very cool, David. And of course, it's retrieved all kinds of great pictures and video on this beautiful morning. So much fun. And I also see, sounds like a glider that's up there, but it's not. What do we have here?
Oh, actually, that is a glider up there, but it's also equipped with an electric motor so that you can launch it yourself. You don't have to have somebody helping you with it. So you're able to take it around, and then you kill the motor. The blades on the propeller flip back, and you're able to run it as a pure glider.
So many lessons this morning, love it. Harrison Road, the location. It is the Rock Valley RC Flyers Club, and you won't want to miss their free to the spectators opportunities coming up here tomorrow. Andy, we'll send it back to you.
Big air.
In with the Rock Valley RC Flying Club, and tomorrow, big day, all kicks off at 9 o'clock and goes until when, Ed?
Probably around 4 o'clock. Depends on when, flyers have to get out of here and leave, but it'll probably be about 4 o'clock, so it'll be a full day of flying. We'll have the guys out here. Something will be in the air, hopefully 2 or 3 in the air at one time. We've got guys that have some warbirds that like to fly formation flying.
Cool.
So we'll be out here and putting all kinds of aircraft in the air, including the drones and some smaller ones, big, all the way up to these big giant scales.
Free for spectators, and you also say it's kind of a swap flea market type of deal too.
Yeah, some of the guys have suggested that we do like a swap flea market type thing, so they can come out here and get rid of some of the old stuff that they might have and want to get rid of, or be able to acquire some stuff. It's if you're interested, it's a good way to pick up some really quality equipment for not a whole lot of money.
Food will be in place as well, and let's say that a family comes out tomorrow, and mom, son, dad, son, whomever, they start to get a little interest going on. Is it safe to say that you can find the affordable range to get started and to start moving your way up?
Oh, yeah. We always recommend Hobbytown over on Alpine. Okay. He's got some real good entry-level equipment, and we've got our own Learn to Fly program where we supply the aircraft, the fuel, everything, so you can come out here and try your hand at it just to see if you like it enough to actually do an investment. You can, you can get started in the hobby for $120, $130, depending on what kind of plane you want, or you can, work your way up to several $1,000s as to what the planes cost. But we always recommend walk before you run.
If you don't mind me asking, how did you get started?
I retired, and I was looking for something to do to occupy my time. And my brother was in this. He flies in a club in Schaumburg, and he gave me one of his old trainers that he wasn't using anymore. And I came out here, flew it about 2 or 3 times, and I was hooked.
It's amazing how that works. Isn't it?
Yeah. It's big boys, and that's everything. I always go along with it. It's boys and their toys, and you can always tell the age of the boy by the expense of his toys.
All right, Ed, thank you so much, buddy.
Sure.
Appreciate it. We got another live segment coming up here at 6:53. Dave, of course, back there piloting. And what type of plane is that he's got?
That's again, it's a model of an extra. I think it's a 35%. It's 35% the size of the real aircraft. You'll see a lot of those in like the Red Bull races and that. So yeah, that's one of his favorites.
Awesome. Andy, we will send it back to you. Fun morning out. So I'm learning a lot of technology and terminology out here with the Rock Valley RC Flying Club. Dave, if you don't mind, I'm going to have you come over here, buddy. First of all, they say when you crash them, you have dumb thumbs. And I have 2 very dumb thumbs. And then number 2, you were saying that,
We have ailerons, an elevator on the right, throttle and rudder on the left.
Okay, all right.
There you have it.
And 15 other buttons in between.
Just those 2 sticks are all you really need to know about.
Really?
Elevation, roll, rudder, and throttle. There you go.
You got to be impressed.
There's only 4.
Impressed with my landing, though.
You did a nice job. You spot landed it right here on the fence.
Yeah.
You did a nice job. It presents well, and it's
Didn't
still
break.
in one piece. Like Ed said, Takeoffs are optional, or landings are mandatory, and you did just fine here. You placed it right where we can see it.
We won't tell corporate about this, Andy. It's just our little secret, all right?
Your secret's good with me, Aaron.
I'm giving that to you.
Okay, man, we got it.
One's enough. She made it, though. Forecast details today, temperature. David, come on over. Ed, come on over. I want to thank you guys so much for this. It was so much fun this morning, and it's great to watch your team work together. You guys really love what you're doing out here.
We do. Thank you for coming out, Aaron, and thanks WIFR for spending some time with us.
Yeah, I hope a lot of folks do get a chance to come out tomorrow, 9 o'clock. And again, you can check them just off Harrison Road. It's a little bit to the west of Meridian. I guess what you do is just take Auburn one road past Meridian, correct?
Correct. And then you're one road past Meridian, make a right. There's a sign down at the corner that says Model Airfield. Make a right and come on up the road. We're about a mile north. You won't be able to miss us.
All right. David, Ed, Dave, thank you guys so much. There's so many Daves out here. It's been really easy for names today. Andy, we'll send it back to you.
Yeah, just just head out there and look for the planes in the air. Gets going tomorrow starting at 9 o'clock till around 4. Once again, spectators are free. We'll be